was like, that would be so awful if I lost my job after this surgery. I texted my sister, I'm like, I'm gonna get out of corporate America in 2023. Not even 4 days later, I got laid off. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm actually in a different place. I'm with my sister right now. I came up to visit her for the weekend, and we're about to get ready to go to dinner, so that's why this is called a Get Ready With Me. But this is, the title of the video is a Get Ready With Me, and I'm going to be telling you guys, for the sake of knowing me more and getting to know a little bit more about me and who I am. Hold on, let me wash my hands. I do not like touching my face with dirty hands. Okay, so for the sake of getting ready to know me, or getting to know me a little bit more, I kind of wanted to open up a little bit more about my inside life, because, you know, I talk about, like, you know, my skincare, my body care, all that other stuff that I do, which I like doing for you guys, and I think you guys enjoy that as well, but I do just kind of want to open up a little bit more just so you guys know me. Yeah, so like I mentioned, I'm here visiting my sister. We're about to go out to dinner here in a few. It's to a place called Barcelona Wine Bar. They have them in like different states. So we're gonna go there tonight, get some tapas, get some wine, and just have like a really good kind of girls' night, chit chat, all that. So I'm about to get ready. I'm probably going to wash my face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup because I don't have like a ton of stuff. I don't have a ton of stuff to do like a whole like full face. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Skincare. So I was thinking a little more. I was talking to my sister. I was like, I kind of want to do like a little Get Ready With Me kind of story time. But I don't know like what to do. Of course, you guys know I have a kid. I wanted to do like, you know, story time, how I found out I was pregnant. I'm using the La Roche-Posay. It is the Purifying Foaming Cleanser. But I was like, I don't really know what to do or what to talk about. Like I said, you guys know that I have a kid. If you don't, yes, I have a kid. And it's like, maybe I can talk about how I found out I was pregnant. But I kind of decided against that. But I'm just like, I want to talk about something else. So I'm going to talk about the time that I was laid off. So I kind of wanted to create this video because, or specifically talk about this, because I know a lot of people within my age group, they're in certain situations where they've either been laid off like me, like they quit, don't feel like they're really getting the growth that they need at their current job, whatever the case is. Just anybody who's kind of struggling a little bit with where they're at right now, even if that is, hold on, at work. Plus, they were doing a lot of mass layoffs not too long ago, and I think that's honestly like around the time that I got laid off. So, to start, I got laid off in 2023. Yeah, January 4th, 2023. And also, I didn't show you what I'm using. This is the Calming Deep Moisture Toner. I've shown you guys this before. I love using this morning and in the evenings. This is who it's by, and I'll link it down below in the description box for you guys to see. But I got laid off January 4th of 2023, and it was shortly after, and I was just talking to my sister about this today, it was shortly after I texted my sister, like, you know, a few things. We were starting a podcast, kind of getting into our little content creator kind of space together. And I've been thinking this for a while. I was like, you know, I really want to get more into my YouTube channel, because I had posted before on my channel, you know, I posted here and there, wasn't really as consistent, but I decided to go ahead and kind of take it a little bit seriously this time around. So that's what I wanted to do when 2023 started, right? So it's like December of, I don't know, probably like December 31st, not even joking, it's like the last day of the freaking year. I'm texting my sister, I'm like, I'm gonna get out of corporate America in 2023. Not even 4 days later, I got laid off. So fast forward to January 4th, you know, I'm like waking up in the morning, getting my stuff ready. I had just had surgery before then. So I kind of wasn't even like feeling myself. Like I had surgery at the very end of the year, and I did that strategically because I didn't want to like take up a lot of time during like a super busy season. So I decided to schedule my surgery for the end of the year. That way when I came back at the beginning of the year, I could start off fresh, right? So I came back and it was like my second or third day back from the new year, or when the new year started, right? And also this is the Centella Asiatica serum. Again, I love to use this stuff on my face. I've shown it to you guys before, and again, I'll put it down in the description box below. So it was a new year, right? And I'm coming back. Like I said, it was after my surgery, and I wanted to make sure, like, you know, things were in a good spot. I've been talking to my boss and her boss, which is ultimately like my boss, about promotions, right? So as I'm talking to my boss about it, like my direct boss, she's kind of letting me know, you know, like, I think you'd be, you know, in the right spot for a position like next year. I think, you know, we're going to call her Jane. She thinks that you're going to be in a right position for a promotion next year. And she even agrees, like, you've been working really hard this year. And there were a lot of clients I really had to put in a lot of extra effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of long nights, doing stuff I didn't really have the desire to do after 5 p.m. So I've been talking to her about it, you know, getting excited because I really felt like that would have been my first promotion ever at my big girl job after I graduated college, right? So I was getting really excited, and kind of just talking to her more about that, checking in. Each time she'd have I don't want to say excuse, but it was just like an excuse of, yeah, I'm talking to this person. I don't know what that looks like right now. I don't have any visibility, you know, that term that they always like to use. I don't have any visibility into that right now. But please know me and Jane are on the same page, right? So we'll call my direct boss. Her name will be Zoe. So Zoe tells me that, says Jane is on the same page, but they don't have any visibility into that, which I didn't buy that, because how do you not have visibility into what promotions that you guys have? So I'm excited for that in the next year. I get a calendar block on my calendar, and it says the VP, not the VP, my boss's boss, her boss, we'll call him Darnell. Darnell says, or puts a time block on my calendar with somebody from HR. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is the moment I've been waiting for. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I finally get to talk to him about a promotion, and I don't know why I thought he'd be the one talking to me about it, but I hadn't met him before because he was new on board. There was a lot of reorganization to our there was a lot of restructuring to our organization. So he puts the time back on my calendar with somebody from HR, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is finally like the moment that I like have been waiting for. Keep in mind, I already said that I was wanting to get out of corporate in 2023, but at the same time, I needed money. So I needed this promotion to happen. So he puts the time block on my calendar, and I'm using the Mixune Bean Cream, by the way, for moisturizer, if it'll focus. Okay. Again, this is like my steady and most consistent, or more consistent routine these days for my skin. But he puts the time block on my calendar, and I get online. It was like the first thing in the morning, and I was like, this is gonna set the tone for the rest of the day. And I get online, I'm so happy, y'all. So happy. And he goes, hi Dory, how are you? I was like, great. My gosh, I almost said his real name. Great. Darnell, how are you? He's like, he didn't really answer much. And I told him Happy New Year. I was like, I hope you had a great New Year, a great Christmas. He didn't answer much. And so I'm like, okay, this is weird. And in my head, this always happens. I think like, oh, wouldn't this be, and before, okay, let me backtrack. Before my surgery, I was like, that would be so awful if I got, like, I'm spending money on the surgery. And I was like, that would be so awful if I lost my job after the surgery. So I get online, like I said, talk to Darnell, and he's like barely talking to me. This random person from HR is on the phone, or on the call. And immediately I think of that thought that I thought before I even had my surgery. And I was like, this can't be. I'm getting that promotion. This is a call about a promotion. He goes, like, without me really even having to say much else, he like reads a script saying, basically, this was like a year ago, almost 2 years ago. He was like, I'm also going to go in with this e.l.f. dang it. With this e.l.f. brow lift on my brows. Basically reading off the script with the random HR guy on the call, and he's like, today is gonna be your last day at the company that I was at, right? So immediately, like, my jaw kind of like, not drops, but I'm just like in a state of shock. I'm like looking out my window. I don't even know why I thought it was funny in my head to think about like, that would be awful if I got laid off, but I'm thinking that in my head and remembering the time that I said that, I was like, oh my gosh, it is actually happening. And in that moment, like, of course, like, I'm sad. Like, I'm just like a little confused, don't really know like where this is coming from, because this was supposed to be about a promotion. That was what the call was supposed to be about. But instead, it's about me losing my job after very expensive surgery, and I've got my kid to worry about. So he's telling me all that, everything goes numb. The HR guy starts talking, and I kind of feel like, you know, like when you're in the water, you don't really hear much, but you still hear people talking above you, or you might hear noises. That's what it was like. So he starts talking, basically going over like the rest of the benefits that I have, what I, not my rights, but basically what I should know as an employee who's basically been terminated. I don't hear him. He keeps asking me questions, basically ignoring him. Darnell asked me, do you have anything else to say? I'm like, no, I don't. I just want to get off this call. He was like, okay, call ended. My laptop immediately shuts off. And I'm like basically done for the day. I go back and like sit on the couch, of course, I'm like crying and whatnot. And my dad calls me, talking to him. He was very reassuring, but honestly, I was like, I don't know how I'm really going to kind of get out of this situation, or how I'm gonna move into another situation, because so I'm like, the job market's really bad. I don't know how I'm gonna get another job. Something told me that I should have been looking for another job anyway. But at the same time, it just, everything kind of came like crashing down, because it's like, I knew I wanted to get out of corporate, but I also knew I wanted a promotion because I wanted more money. Did I love the job I was in? No. Did I love what I was doing? No. Did I like my clients? Yes, they're people. I liked them. I liked working with some of the coworkers that I had, but I hated it. I really hated it. I don't want you guys to hear me telling you like, I don't want you guys to hear me saying like, I'm giving advice of like, quit what it is that you're doing if it doesn't make you happy. Like, definitely don't quit your day job. But I feel like that in that moment, it kind of freed me to like a world of possibilities of things that I really wanted to kind of do anyway. Now, the conclusion of this story, things are still really weird. Things are still working themselves out. I'm not where I want to be yet at all, but it definitely gave me the segue and the opportunity of something that I'm really thankful for, to do something and really invest more of my time in something that I enjoy more. And while in that moment it was like a negative thing, and even still to this day, you know, like there are different things that I'm having to work through myself, or just come to a certain place of just like agreement with certain things. I'm very thankful that I did have that opportunity to kind of, like I said, do more of the stuff that I enjoy doing and have the free time and the flexibility to do that. So honestly, it was kind of like a little blessing in disguise. But needless to say, after I got laid off, I was like obviously upset the rest of the day into the evening. Some of my old coworkers are texting me, they got laid off. This poor lady who was on maternity leave got laid off. And of course, when you're on maternity leave, you expect to come back to a job. My old boss, she texted me after a full day, which I found a little weird because I felt like we were pretty close, which is another story about getting close to your bosses. I wouldn't really, I wouldn't say recommend that, but just be careful. She texts me and she goes, I don't even remember, I don't even know if I have the text message. Basically, like, you know, you're gonna like find a new position that suits you, blah blah, just being like, you know, like really nice and trying to help me feel better. And of course it didn't really make me feel better. I appreciate her for that. And she of course says, like, not of course, but she says there will be opportunities for you to come back to this company if you so choose. Of course I'm not coming back there, why would I? But anyways, like I said, oh my goodness, hold on. I'm just going in with some mascara. It's a Better Than Sex mascara, but it's definitely old mascara and I need to get some new ones. Let me know if you guys use mascara even though like it's past the expiration date and it's not like, you know, it gets like really powdery. This is like still, it can still work, but I need to get some new ones. But I say that to say, if there are like any opportunities that present themselves or things that you just find yourself gravitating towards that you really want to pursue, let me be the first person to tell you, please do that. I'm definitely a person that has the attitude of go for it. Even though my situation and my circumstances were not something that I chose, it kind of chose me. I feel like that sounds so cliche. I still made an effort to choose it, and I want to encourage anybody who is listening to this to still pursue what it is that makes you happy, even if it's not making you money immediately or getting you the eyes on you that you want immediately, or whatever it is that you deem as successful for that opportunity. Even if it's not there yet, take advantage of the opportunity. So we're in a different setting because I had to get dressed. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my earrings and stuff on. Just to pick up where I was talking last, like I said, don't be afraid to shy away from, or don't shy away from any opportunities that do present themselves. I know probably getting laid off is not ideal. Fired, I'm sorry, but I know that's not ideal. But if there are ways or things that you find joy in, or find that you have a passion in, don't let that, like, of course, feel what you feel for a while, but don't let that opportunity or that particular situation stop you from achieving like your ultimate goal. I'm just gonna finish getting dressed. What the? Oh, somebody's walking outside. I'm gonna finish getting dressed, and then I'm gonna take you guys with us to dinner tonight. We're going to, like I said, a wine bar, and I'll show you guys what it is that we basically end up picking there, or what we end up having. This is the fit. It's basically just like a top that I picked up. It's sort of like a black tank top that I just paired with these jeans and put this loose fitting kind of top on over. I'll show you guys the jeans. Hold on. I'll show you guys the jeans a little bit more, or like the full outfit here in just a minute. I'm just gonna finish putting some jewelry on. Like I said, we're gonna, it's like a wine bar, so they've got, or Spanish style wine bar, hence why it's called Barcelona Wine Bar. I'm also putting these earrings on from Zara. This is what they look like. They're so cute. I saw them and I had to have them. I'm not really like a huge like bold colors type of girl, but lately I've been into kind of like deep royal purples, don't mind like deep royal blues, and then kind of accenting them with like little pieces like this that have just a little bit of color in them, which tonight the main color of choice is the deep purple dress or shirt that I put on over the tank top. So this is what it looks like. This is what the earrings look like. Very cute, have just a beautiful like gold kind of, not detail, but it's got like the gold, the amber resin, and then it's like a little purplish grayish, and then the turquoise. And I'm in love. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair to kind of help it show a little bit more. And then just to finish it out, I'm gonna go in with my Vaseline, of course, and rub it all over some of my hot zones. I'm gonna spray my perfume, and then I'll show you guys the perfume for tonight, which it's this. It's the Cherry Ambition from 7 Virtues. I feel like this is like the perfect kind of sexy, warm kind of evening scent, but still kind of good enough to wear in the daytime. I definitely think it's a great transition perfume, even though I know it's summer right now. I think it's perfect for the fall, and it's got a nice kind of like cherry gourmandish scent, but not too sweet. It kind of smells like a cherry cognac, so love this stuff. And then I'm gonna get my shoes, and like I said, I'll come back and show you guys the finished look before we head out.